Hi guys, and welcome to our next YouTube video. We always had the dream to travel around the world to South America to discover the beauty of it. In Europe, not a lot of people have been to South America, even less in Brazil, maybe in Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo, but not to the northeast of Brazil. And I guess it's still very unknown for the most of you. And today I would like to bring this part a bit closer to you. Maybe after this video you will consider to visit this country. After our first stop, Salvador de Bahia, the heart of Brazil, we decided not to go to the south, to Rio or Sao Paulo. We decided to go further to the northeast of Brazil. We took the bus from Salvador to Maceio for around 5 hours. It was the first time that we saw the landscape of Brazil. Everything was green, a lot of animals on the plants, and even donkeys and horses are on the streets used as a transportation. We had a little lunch break in a self-service restaurant, means there is a buffet and there's a variation of meat, beans, rice and salads, and you take a plate and everything that you want, and in the end they will weight your plate and you pay for it. So I had a big plate with everything that I mentioned before, around 20 to 40 Brazilian real, depends on the weight of course, and it's 4 to 8 euros, so quite cheap and very delicious. Anna doesn't eat a lot of meat. Most of the times she tries to eat dishes without meat, so when she orders it's not that easy to get dishes without meat, because in the menu there are mostly just meat dishes, and the second thing, the prices are more or less the same. So if Anna tells them she wants to eat something or dish without meat, they at least offer a chicken as a replacement, which is quite funny. We had lunch break, and after it we passed very quick New York, the Statue of Liberty, and arrived in Maceio. It is a little place more to enjoy and relax, the beautiful beaches, and it's very typical for the Brazilian people. We arrived at the bus station in Maceio. We took an Uber from this bus station to the hotel, and it's quite cheap, to be honest. If you compare it to Europe, 30 minutes drive costs 30 real, Brazilian real, and it's around 6 euros. So we count always 1 euro is our 5 Brazilian real. What is the first thing that we do if we go to a new city? We go to the historical center. The part of the historical center was quite small, but there was a very big open air shopping area. After it, we saw the first time the beach of Brazil. The good thing is it wasn't very busy, so we enjoyed the silence and the sounds of the waves. One hour later, we went back to the hotel, and on the way, we passed beautiful beaches, plus we found a very nice food market. The first time after almost 2 weeks that we found a guy that spoke English. So this guy is Lucas, and he gave us some secret spots, especially one beach that was just 20 minutes away from our hotel. So look at this beautiful beach. I would say one of the best beaches that I've ever seen.
All alone, I feel like you need your space. Prisoner in your own home, that ain't great. But I know that you and me are safe. We'll finally get away.
We spent the whole day there, just amazing. You saw it. And the day after, we decided to go to the main beach where all the local guys and the Brazilian tourists, but it was so busy, so crowded, and we decided, I guess, after 5 minutes that we will go again to the beach that we went today. After a few days, more relaxed days, in Maceio, we went to Recife. It's another big city. I guess it's still in the top 10 of the biggest cities in Brazil. That was the first time that we recognized, okay, Brazil is super, super big. I mean, it's the fifth biggest country in the world, and even the biggest country in South America. And if you look on the map, the distance between Maceió and Recife, I think it's quite small, like 1-2 hours by bus. But no, it's not. It's 4 or 5 hours. It's a big city. There are not that many sites, so we decided, like always, to go to the historical center of Recife. After the visit in the historical center, we had to do our daily routine for the first time in Brazil. So it was our wash day. There's also a shopping mall in Recife, very big and nice. We spent half a day there. It was very nice for me because it was finally half a day that I haven't sweat, so it's definitely worth it. But the secret spot is Olinda. After a few days in Recife, we decided to go to the next big city. It is Fortaleza. It's again in the top 10 of the biggest city in Brazil. And it was the longest trip because it was 14 hours and we decided to take the night bus. Was the right decision. It was a pleasant trip, but be careful if you take the night bus. It's always super cold inside. Fortaleza, we stayed there just one day because it was just a stop to go to our next big goal. And what is the next big goal? It is a place in the north of Brazil that is unique, a unique landscape, and You will see in the next video. So stay tuned and let's talk about the summary of the northeast of Brazil. The northeast of Brazil. We spent almost 2 weeks there. There are not a lot of foreigners, and the locals don't speak English. In the beginning, it was quite tough to be honest, but after a while, we we managed it. So we spoke basic English and we survived. So after we get used to it, we also started to love the northeast of Brazil and the still very untouched part of this country. How are the people in Brazil? Is it safe to visit this beautiful country? First of all, the people are super nice. We really love them. Even it's tough to communicate with them, but it's doable, and we just enjoy the time with them. They have always a smile in their face. They spend the evenings in front of the houses just with friends and family. And one thing that I really enjoyed is that I saw there is no big rush in Brazil. People are more calm, more relaxed, and it's a good vibe. Is it safe to travel to Brazil? Definitely yes. Just be careful. Just follow the rules that the locals give you, but the rules are like don't show your phone in the public areas and don't show your chains and everything else. Just be careful. Don't go outside in dangerous parts of the city around 10 p.m. Just avoid all these things. Take the Uber instead the public buses, and I would say you're quite safe then. One thing that I really like is the slow life of the Brazilians. In Europe, especially in the big cities, everything has to be efficient. Everybody has to be somewhere. It's it's one part that's nice, of course, but another it's stressful. Just to give you an example, the working life, the construction workers take a nap during their lunchtime or under the tree. In the supermarket, you need time, so it can take 20 minutes when you queued to the cash deck because the cashier talks to the co-workers or to the customers, and you're outside, so you need time. Plus, you will get a lot of free plastics back because for every item that you buy, you get at least 2 plastic bags. And the best thing that I would like to mention is every time when the people find out that we are from Germany, they always have in mind the World Champion game Brazil against Germany when Germany won 7-1. So there are reactions like, oh, one guy just showed us, and that's it. I mean, it's 10 years ago, but it's still in their minds, and to be honest, I can understand it. So I hope you like this video, and as I mentioned, in the next video, you will see probably one of the coolest plays and the best experience that I ever had. So stay tuned, take care, and see you in the next videos. Ciao, ciao.